Hello all you fine scale model builders, Brett back again, high altitude scale modeling with another new kit review. I have new ones, I have old ones. This is a new one from Moebius, part of their late 60s, early 70s Ford truck pickup series. Been looking forward to this. They've got another version coming out with the back equipment box and hopefully a four-wheel drive version coming out. So there's some pictures of it built up, the chassis, chrome details. It's official, wholly licensed Ford product. This is kit number 1232. There's another good picture of it and some details about the truck and Moebius' tooling of the truck itself. I like this whole series they got going on. So, just came off the truck not that long ago. And let's see what we got. Chrome clear body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 regular screws, several chrome, one plastic, instructions, tires, and decals. And we're going to start right here with the body, of course. Time to change the knife blade. All right. I'm not sure if that's a mold line or supposed to be a panel line because it looks pretty even, so it could go either way. Have to check an actual picture. Other than that, this part of the body looks really clean. There are, of course, ejector pin marks on the top, which you're going to need to clean up if you're going to detail the interior. But the body lines look nice, accurate. And let's open this bag of engine and frame. Three sprues in here, starting with the tailgate. Nice Ford logo embedded inside. Springs. Old steel wheels. Steering wheel with flash on it. A little bit of flash on the tie rod. Radiator and fan cover. So a little bit of flash on the steering wheel, a little bit of flash on the tie rod. There's nicely detailed steel wheels. Springs. And the tailgate with the handle molded. No, the handle's not molded, and you can add the handle, which is probably a chrome part. Frame. On the upper part of the A-frame. Some other parts. And the drive shaft. Drive shaft does have a burr line right down the center right there. You'll need to clean up. And the frame. Looks straight. Yeah, it looks crooked because it's on the sprue like that, but when you hold the frame that way, the frame looks straight. So, frame looks good. It's good it's separate. There's the nicely detailed, I believe it's a 246 cylinder. Yep, straight six. Really nice detail on the cylinder head. The valve cover, sorry. Starter, distributor, oil filter, fuel pump. Transmission separate, water pump. There's the rest of the radiator, the oil pan, the air cleaner. It's going to build into a very nicely detailed Ford engine and transmission. No real cast texture on it, but that's alright. It's a bell housing. There's the detail I was talking about on the valve cover. Powered by Ford. And all the little starter, fuel pump, distributor, oil filter, alternator, all separate. This bag looks like it's going to have bed parts in it. So yes, there's the bed and a different tailgate. Well, that would make sense because this is the step side version, and that tailgate is for the full-size bed, which apparently you're going to get in a different kit with different sprues. So there's the step side parts, the front of the bed. There's no wood grain texture in here. There's underneath with lots of ejector pin marks. If you want to clean those up, and same inside the tailgate. There's none on these steps, and there's really good detail. So there's those ejector pin marks I was talking about all underneath. And then there's the no wood grain, but still nicely detailed. Because how hard is it going to be to just take some wood, cut some wood, balsa wood slats, put in there? Because these are raised really nice. And here you've got, well, there you go. You've got your four-wheel drive shaft. You've got your long drive shaft and your short drive shaft. And then your front Ford detail for the grille. I'm not sure what that part is. So there's going to be your different versions. The long bed, the short bed, which we have. And then the four-wheel drive transaxle transfer case will go right over in the middle of it. So there's our proof we're getting multiple versions. There's your intake manifold. Some more engine parts. Nice detail on those as well. And there are your fender flares for your step side. And looks like the sides of your step side. So, no sink marks, no flash, huge ejector pin marks inside. I mean, those are deep. Deep, deep, deep. Those are the kind you just stamp out a piece of styrene and fill it with that. And another bag. This has got the hood, the interior details. Boy, it sounds very lightweight. So, the hood and the interior tub. The interior tub has texture. They didn't all have carpet, but they all had some sort of texture on the floor. Cross member where the seats go. Actually, the underside of this looks pretty good. A couple of ejector pin marks right there. And inside the transmission tunnel, but you don't really see that. These will need broke off, of course. Because for some reason they didn't cut them off. The hood has multiple ejector pins, 6 of them, that'll need cleaned up if you're going to open the hood. And there's the locking mechanism. Some of the Moebius kits had hood issues. Hopefully this one won't. Test fit it and find out. And here we have a door panel, a firewall, and an instrument panel. And the instrument panel's looking good. The firewall's got some nice detail to it. And so does the door panel. This is a Sprue. Oops. Sorry about that. This is a empty Sprue containing nothing. Nothing. The other door panel, the bench seat. Almost looks like a Chevy logo. Back of the seat. There's your copyright information right there. This was obviously made 1/18/2019. And that's it for that sprue. let's check out some suspension parts. Leaf springs, shock absorbers, wheel hubs, here's the front visor, the battery, windshield washer tank, power steering pump, horns, a couple of hoses, all looking really good right there. Had some nice detail, those leaf springs. Again, you've got these big ejector pins you got to take off. And part of the frame, steering column, looks like you got a 3 on the tree transmission. Look it up if you don't know what 3 on the tree means. Old car talk. Oh, let me check something. There's a little bit of a burr line down here, but there's really not one on this side. And be careful. Break off your gear shift. Differential, spare tires, your rear axle, torsion bars, there's your brake, master cylinder, and your individual pedals. That's interesting. Parking brake, clutch, brake, gas. All finely molded and finely detailed. Probably have to clean up a seam line when you put your axle together. And in here, 2 separate bags of clear parts. Sorry, chrome parts. Mirrors and logos. Very nicely done chrome. And hubcaps. Let's say Ford on them. Again, very nice chrome. This side's got the beauty rings. And the grill. Very nice grill. This doesn't need dechrome at all because it's smooth and nice and chromy. And there's your custom wheels. Not beauty rings, sorry, because I only saw this side and thought they were beauty rings. These are your custom wheels. Can be used on this version, maybe. 4-wheel drive version for sure. And there was another chrome one. 2 more. These old cars had lots of chrome. Bumpers, 2 other kinds of mirrors, trailer mirrors and just bigger mirrors. 3 different kinds of mirrors. 2 different kinds of inside rear view mirrors. 2 different cylinder or valve covers, so that means the V8's coming down the line. Windshield wipers. Not sure what these parts are. And your front and rear bumper. So V8's coming down the line. There's going to be lots of parts for your spares box, because here's 2 more valve covers. Here's 6 more hubcaps. Your door handles. And this is your tailgate handle. Not sure what these parts are though. Lots of parts for your spare box though. Gotta give them that. There are 5 tires, one of them being the spare. This either goes underneath or sits in the bed, depending on you. Your generic tires, no wording on them. Good tread pattern, no center seam. So, your basic rubber, good quality rubber tires. And clear parts. Taillights right there. No need to take them out. Very clear, very nice. Your vent mirrors, your headlights. Back window's got a little bit of scuffing on it. Front windshield does not. The indicator lights all around. Let's pick this up so you can see very clear. I guess I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little bit of scuffing on there. Nothing major, nothing that you can't polish out. Don't complain. Don't whine about it. Tiny little sheet of decals. Because this isn't a racing truck. It isn't a company truck. It's your grandpa's work truck. Instruments, engine, twin I-beam, those go on the side, custom cab, and then a couple license plates from Indiana, 1966. So, not like doing an airplane. There is an addendum for the steel wheels, for the engine parts. So they had the wrong part numbers, the wrong location, the wrong part number. These are the numbers of extra parts not required. And your beautiful instruction manual. Oops, wrong way. Sorry, I need some water. So, important safety precautions, painting, decal application. Starting with the frame. It's going to tell you about all the parts while you're building it, which is good if you want to learn things. Sway bar, radius arms, tie rods, rear axles, leaf springs, exhaust pipe, spare tires underneath there. Your tires and wheels, remember to look at your addendum. Tires going on, which I wouldn't do till after everything was painted. Hubcaps going on, same thing. Building the engine, remember your addendum again. All your engine parts, your alternator, various things. A very nice instruction book. Your valve cover, your breather cap, exhaust manifold, putting the engine on, drive shaft in, which another, you look at the addendum, remember. I wouldn't put the glass in until after the body was painted. Firewall going in. For round mirrors, open the forward hole. For square mirrors, open the back blind holes. Keep that in mind, depending which mirrors you're using. Remove the 2 pins from the bottom. Well, duh. Put the seat, the side panels. Let's see, your bottom cross member underneath. There's all your pedals, your instrument panel, steering column. Putting that in. Putting the bed together. Fender flares on. Rear bumper. Tail lights, your hood, and your actual pretty realistic hood hinges, radiator hose going on, front bumper, bed assembly, painting and decaling, decals going on the metal, chrome parts, custom cab decaling there, windshield washer bag, air filter decal, license plates. It's available in a variety of colors, so do your research. And here's how to paint the instrument panel if you're going with the blue colors in the interior. Here are the paint colors that were available for the truck at the time. Lots of blues and off blues, a couple of reds. Lots of blues and off blues, a couple of yellows. A pure white, a Wimbledon white, Sahara beige. All these parts right here, list all the parts that are extra. So those are all the parts that are going in your spare box. That's what it looked like when they finished it. So there you have it. Nice little sprue review of the Moebius Flareside. Now we know there's a long bed, we know there's a 4x4, and we know there's the work truck version coming soon, coming down the line. Can't wait. Thanks for watching, and I hope your ass is planted in the chair and you're modeling while you're listening to this, because you need to finish a kit. Unfinished kits don't do anybody any good. Thanks for watching.